everybody, it's Stuart Smith with SmallCapVoice.com, and I am joined once again by my right-hand man, Mr. Kevin Gray, and we just wrapped up an episode of the Microcap Minute, and we're going to swing all the way to the other side of the spectrum. It's Monday, it's a big week, and I'll tell you why it's a big week, because NVDA is putting out their earnings on the 28th. It's now currently August 26th. So Wednesday after the market, we're going to see earnings from Nvidia come out. Now, they're expected to report 64 cents a share, up an astonishing 156% from the 25 cents a share reported a year ago. Revenue is projected at 28.6 billion. Look, we know what's driving this company right now. It is switched over into AI. The reason is that everybody's involved in developing applications that use AI can't get enough of NVIDIA's Hopper GPU. And we also know there's a lot of analysts waiting with bated breath about the Blackwell family of GPUs, which is closely following this. Kevin, my man over here, he uses this technology. He's a video editor. He works with AI. Before I hand it off on NVIDIA, I've been an investor in this company for over 10 years. I think it's important that we understand what it actually does to the market. We're going to see a bumpy week, and we've already seen that at the open here. The Nasdaq's down 115. It's going to be a rough week, but you know, that rising tide that lifts all boats is important. And I'm going to bring up another stock because I want to sort of open this up to a contest. And I know I can get smoked easily on this, but there's a company I want to bring up, ADMA, totally different side of the field here, playing field. ADMA Biologics Incorporated, bought it on May 2nd. At $6.70 a share. Today, it's trading at $18 a share. That's a heck of a nice return on investment. I want to know what your best pick is. I want to know what your best stock has been in this year, 2024. It would be great if you've only had it for 4 or 5 months. I've seen some big ones out there. Broadcom comes to mind, AVGO. That one was massive for people. I'm looking at the run up in that one right now. The 6-month is insane, starting at about $135 a share. It shoots up to $181 a share. And even before that, it was all the way down at $122 a share. So Broadcom's another one where you would absolutely destroy me in this contest. Please post your buy, your trade. You know, just we'll trust you on it. Just give us the date, the price, and the ticker symbol. We're going to chart these things. We want to start this discussion. But Kevin, as the guy that uses the NVIDIA products, talk to me about, well, what the company means to you and what you see as being the defining edge that they have over their competitors with their technology in these GPUs.
Sure. Yeah, I'm going to quote one of our guests that we just had on the show not too long, Mr. Charles Vest over there at Delrata Financial Corporation. During the gold rush, it wasn't the people mining the gold who made the money. It was the people selling shovels, and NVIDIA is selling the best shovel on the market. I have a GeForce 2080, and that's what we use every single day to cut the content right here on Small Cap Voice. Some of all the other content that we use a lot of different technologies to make this stuff happen, a lot of different AI programs too. All of that is being supported right now, and I shouldn't say all of it, a lot of it is being supported right now by the NVIDIA architecture, whether it's graphics cards or chips or just other things that are out there. That is the technology that is really driving everything forward. Obviously, there's other developers out there in the same space, but NVIDIA has always been kind of the reigning champion of graphics cards, whether you're looking at it from a Bitcoin mining perspective or you're looking at it from an editing or design perspective. This is the technology that everybody wants to get their hands on. And so whether you look at, because Stuart just mentioned, what's your best trade of this past year? Mine's actually going to be Apple. And the way that Apple has kind of been able to do things, I've always been kind of a little bit involved in Apple a little bit. The thing is Apple is kind of the only one that's kind of standing away from NVIDIA, if I understand correctly. It is the other companies, the bigger players inside of computing, that are all lining up at NVIDIA's door to get their hands on these next level graphics cards to start bringing in more revenues for their companies, pursuing these AI pursuits, pursuing these augmented realities, virtual reality pursuits. It's a lot of new technology that's going to require a lot of hardware to move. Even some of our other clients are starting to step into that arena, looking at cooler technology with how they're starting to apply their cooler vibe to cooling these massive racks of graphics cards and server racks and things like that because of the level of heat that these types of things put out. So that's where I'm at. I'm super bullish about all of this next gen technology, mainly because I'm living in this next gen technology. I mean, I'm using Grok every day. I'm using OpenAI's ChatGPT every day. We're using all sorts of technologies to make this stuff happen. And I know that Nvidia is kind of driving the flagship behind it.
Yeah, and they're called the Magnificent Seven for a reason. There's CrowdForce. There's so much more going on in this area. But I'm not going to leave AMD off the table. I got into AMD at about $19 years ago, and unfortunately, I sold at $29. I am back in on AMD, and I was lucky enough to get back in before this news came out, significantly expand data center AI systems capabilities with the acquisition of hyperscale solutions provider ZT Systems. That was on the heel of another acquisition that you can kind of find out about the company of Silo AI. AMD is working its tail off to catch up to Nvidia, and I think everybody's gonna win. And it's not like, hey, I drink Bud Light, I drink Coors Light, I can't cross streams here. No, you can buy Nvidia, you can buy AMD. I mean, I'm agnostic to this ticker symbol. I want to get where the money's coming in at, and this space is where the money's coming in at right now. And again, let's open it up. You guys can trash us here. Put the comments down below. Tell us where we're wrong. It's how we all get smart, and that's what we're trying to do here, is share some thoughts with you and get your ticker symbols, get your plays, you get your buys that you think dust us. Let's check it out. Let's see what's up here. Everybody have a great trading week. Again, it's Monday, August 26th. It's going to be a bumpy week. Buckle up, stay on board, and then we'll see you next week with a recap of it. Thanks so much.